Oh, all right, I'm live. Okay. Hello and welcome to tonight's Late Night Dino. Pretty self-explanatory. You can see by the title, the thumbnail a little bit, the list right here. Oh, it's all in on, well, not completely all in, but quite a bit more all in on getting that turn 3 Ghalta, the queen of all dinosaurs. Now, perhaps this is the most busted thing dinos can do. Of course, it's easily interruptible. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much. Maybe just Otepec Huntmaster on the board. You know, that doesn't seem too threatening by turn 2. What would ever happen on turn 3? Or maybe just a Marauding Raptor on turn 2. No one's worried about that, really. So I think that might work in our favor because a turn 3 Ghalta, we have multiple ways to do that. One of them hasty, which hopefully you get to see turn 3 hasty Ghalta tonight. Yes, please. Multiple ways to do it. So I'll get into all those ways first. As always, there is Commune with Dinosaurs to help increase this consistency of turn 3 Ghalta. In general, it's just good for consistency, but I have been considering adding more things. Incubation, incongruity, which actually I'm gonna... Oh, Dark Carnage, you tried it once. Or, well, you did it once. Oh yes, it felt awesome. Tonight, this is all it's going to be. So, like I mentioned, hopefully it doesn't get interrupted too much. That's not how you spell incubation, my goodness. There we go, there we go. Okay, as I mentioned, I'm considering adding incubation here just for more ways to dig for whatever key piece I need. It might be Ghalta, it might be that Raptor Hatchling, Marauding Raptor, Wayward Swordtooth, Vitor. How's it going? How's it going? This is going to be a good time. Yes, indeed. So I'm thinking of maybe cutting some stuff on the top. Maybe one Shifting Ceratops, one Ripjaw Raptor, bring in 2 incubation just to increase the consistency further. We'll see how it goes tonight. Should be pretty good. Definitely I want to keep all 4 Commune with Dinosaurs just in case I do need to grab a land. Otherwise, the lines I'm looking for. Turn 3 hasty Ghalta. Oh, excuse me. Pierogies. Yeah, definitely. If the deck can kind of function on 3 or 4 lands, so I think having a couple copies of incubation just to increase grabbing creatures would be pretty good. Yes. Now, hopefully the turn 3 hasty Ghalta, like all of us want to see. That involves turn 2 Otepec Huntmaster. Then turn 3, we play Marauding Raptor for 1, Wayward Swordtooth for 1 because it's getting reduced, 1 by Marauding, 1 by Otepec Huntmaster. So now we have 2 lands to play. Our 3rd land for the turn plus the extra land from Wayward. 2 lands right there. We're sitting at 5 plus Marauding is 4 and 10. We don't even need the cost reduction of Huntmaster. That's just for haste. But we've got Wayward, Marauding, and Otepec out on turn 3 with 2 lands. Ghalta for 2. Otepec Huntmaster. Haste. Ghalta. Turn 3. That's the dream. That's the dream. Yeah, Landlock Hearse. Speaking of lands and stuff, now I've gone with 24 lands. Hopefully that's enough. I was thinking of increasing it to 26, something like that. But certainly the Landlock Park, it hurts. So I'm hoping 24 is enough just because I can make 3 lands work. 4 is nice. 5, of course. But I may tweak the land count a little bit. Definitely I don't want any lands that tap for a colorless just because with complete cost reduction, sometimes there is only the ability to cast a creature with colored mana. There is no way to spend colorless. Wayward Swordtooth, if it's fully reduced, that's 1 green, and So that's definitely why I didn't bring in something like Blast Zone that only taps and gives a colorless mana. Sometimes that has screwed me up in the past a little bit. Alright. That's pretty much it. The other lines potentially are Marauding Raptor turn 2, Wayward Swordtooth turn 3, and then play the third and the fourth land, followed by Ghalta. Wouldn't be hasty, but there is a couple ways to at least see it turn 3, so I think it's gonna Blast Zone, Dark Carnage. Blast Zone for me, it's always been pretty nice against Golgari Food, Azorius Auras a little bit, some of those cheaper decks. So Golgari Food has a lot of stuff that costs 1, the Ravenous Squirrel, Cauldron Familiar, that cat, Witch's Oven, Gilded Goose, lots of stuff like that. But also, if you have to take out Trail of Crumbs, that definitely is, I think that's really important. Yes, there we go. Trail of Crumbs there. So I think that's actually one of the best things in Jund Food. Or Golgari Food, whichever one you're playing, but it just draws them so many cards whenever they're sacrificing food there. So if you can stop Trail of Crumbs, starve them out of all that card draw, it's pretty fantastic. But just the fact that Blast Zone comes into play with a charge counter, we do have the potential to sacrifice it right away for 3, take out all the Ravenous Squirrels, Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Ovens. Usually that helps get a better foothold. Don't have to worry how big that Ravenous Squirrel has got with all the things they've been sacrificing, and it's probably could be up to 6, 7. Very massive squirrel to say the least. So Blast Zone for Golgari Food and Auras a little bit. They have a lot of enchantments that cost 1 or 2, but you can take out a lot of those key creatures that cost 2, some of their draw engines. Oh, you've never heard of Blast Zone before? Okay. Well, think about Blast Zone this way. What is its worst case scenario? It's a land. At the very least, it's always just going to help you ramp, cast stuff easier. Say you replace it with, I don't know, some creature that dies quite easily. Put the Blast Zone in there. At the very least, you're still able to play probably a wide variety of stuff. So its worst case scenario is still pretty good, but I think everybody should consider Blast Zone, at least a couple of them. But with Blast Zone being a land, Commune with Dinosaurs does have the potential to grab Blast Zone if it's really key for me in a particular matchup. So yeah, definitely play it in paper, play it in arena. Yeah. Chances are you may have opened a copy at some point, but it's been one of my favorites, definitely. It gets out of sticky situations like, let's see. Let's show it for you here. Oh, I don't think I have it. Oh, I see. I was trying to spell 9 lives. So, it would help get out of a 9 lives lock, which would be pretty fantastic. Oh, hey, no. That's all good. Definitely, I'm here to help if you ever have any questions. It doesn't have to be dinosaur related, but yeah. I'm always happy to highlight some potential cards that might help you in the future against certain matchups. Now, you may have faced a deck featuring this card before, 9 lives. Very rough stuff. So it has hexproof. Well, that's not too bad, but it prevents damage, and you put an incarnation counter on it. When it has 9 or more counters, you exile 9 lives. When it leaves the battlefield, the opponent loses the game. That's pretty nasty, but they do have a lock with this, so it stops you from putting counters on this card. So if you play 9 lives in conjunction with... Oh, it only dinos. Okay, well, this Blast Zone does help against this 9 lives here, definitely. Oh, that's fantastic. You only do dinos as well. Definitely, I will always continue to just do dinos. Like you may have seen, I'm looking to expand and add other things, but always continue to play dinos here. But yeah, 9 lives, this is very rough. You want to get rid of this whenever possible. They do have one card, though, that goes with it. There we go. Okay, so Solemnity. Players can't get counters, and counters can't be put on artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or lands. Down for some Minecraft. All right. Yeah, so you pair Solemnity here. Counters can't be put on enchantments, and if we go back to 9 lives, if a source would deal damage to you, you put a counter on it, but you can't put a counter on it. So sources just are not able to ever deal damage to you. Locks out the opponent, and if you can't get rid of that 2-card combo, you basically lose right there. You're just never ever able to deal damage to the opponent with those 2 things. And because 9 lives has hexproof, can't target it with any sort of removal for, for an enchantment. But because Blast Zone is a board-wide, affects the board, that gets around hexproof. So if you can get 3 charge counters on Blast Zone, come around again, you can pay 3, tap it, sacrifice Blast Zone. It takes out everything with every non-land permanent with a mana value of 3 exactly, not 3 or less. So you take out 9 lives, bam, automatically win the game. Where otherwise, chances are there would be no way to deal with something like this, and you just automatically lose in the matchup. Yes, Vitor, I'm glad you came, said hello, definitely. Sleep is very important, so hopefully you get some good sleep. All right, I'll catch you next time. Yeah, so pretty much Blast Zone to get out of sticky situations. Rampaging, as always, for the life gain stuff. Yes, it's good against elves. The card too big. Oh. How the heck did that happen? My goodness. Huh. Not sure how that... Oh, I see. I see what happened. When I was typing in up top there, I must have hit a hotkey that turned that on. I'm not sure what hotkey I have that set on. Huh. Oh, well. Hey, at least I did remember to attach the chat with YouTube there. Sometimes I forget to turn it off if I'm recording thumbnails and that sort of thing. So, okay, we're back in business, and we know what the name of the game is, the plan. So let's get right to it. Oh boy. Hopefully it's not a blowout the first game, but at the very least we are going to see the Queen of Dinosaurs tonight. At least a few times. Oh, not historic play. I was just testing things out. Alright, turn 3 Ghalta. Here we go. Hey, you know, that's alright. Like Flaming Draco said, he'd be even up for watching... me talk about a paint drying stream. Just watching paint dry. Somehow I may be able to make that interesting. I might try that at some point. Probably not, but yeah, Blast Zone. If you haven't used it before or you didn't know it existed, definitely Dark Carnage. I'd give it a go. I think it's probably... I forget how pricey it is in paper, maybe sitting around $4-5 a piece, so when you see that kind of a price, you know it's probably pretty decent. Oh, Blast Zone, always good. Now, let's see. Potentially we got some of the pieces here, of course. I'm going to try one mulligan, though. Ooh, oh, that's slightly better, I think. I'm going to send... the Regisaur Alpha to the bottom, just because it's fairly expensive. Hey, that's not so bad if... I probably want to... Oh, Commune. I should have known. Nuts. Well, I did expect Thoughtseize in this sort of deck at some point, but I'm having a good time, win or lose. I do know it's glass cannon, easily interruptible, and it looks like Grixis colors. Grixis Control, potentially. The black, red, and blue. Oh, wow. Hey, no, I mean, I think Thoughtseize is necessary to keep things in check, definitely, but starting off with 2 Thoughtseize, that's a little rough. I mean, they're already down to 14 witches. That's pretty fantastic. So you gotta look at the positives. Ooh. I'm gonna try for Commune and see if I can get that. Yeah, it's gotta be another land. I've gotta play it safe somewhat. But the Raptor Hatchlings, hey, they're little bodies. And there was actually quite a few times today when I was playing before I started here. I had a couple Raptor Hatchlings, of course, not super powerful. It's a 1-1. But being a 1-1, the opponent really never wanted to do anything to them. They would never want to block, of course, because I'm going to get a 3-3. Yes, I think we all face Thoughtseize probably at least once or twice a day, I would imagine. But going back to Raptor Hatchling here, because it's just a little guy. Nothing much to worry about. The opponent tends to just let Raptor Hatchling chip away a little bit by a little bit, and that damage really does add up quite a bit. Hopefully it's not Mizzix's Mastery to cast Magma Opus from the graveyard. Ooh, good. Yes, I did rebuild quite nicely. Oh, it was fantastic last night. Ripjaw Raptor, 100%. Lovely stuff. Hopefully they don't counter this, but I could see something nasty happening. Torrential Gearhulk. Okay, just the Shark Typhoon. That's not too bad. I really need that Laughing Dino because, yeah, it was pretty fantastic. I did lose that one, unfortunately. But you see the potential of Ripjaw if you can really double up or just get extra value from staggering the damage. You know, if you're going to deal 2 damage, if you can deal that in stages, just get insane card draw. Forerunner of the Empire, pinging stuff, the classic, fantastic. It's a good time. There's the potential to refill the hand, definitely. Ooh, the opponents, they're really digging for something. Big time. I got quite a few lands. What's going on? Okay. We didn't even need the queen because we had all her subjects, serfs, servants. The little prince or princess. If that's a guy or a girl, I don't know. Okay, I will take it, definitely. But going back to what Grixis is doing, we see the Magma Opus. So that makes me believe they are going to potentially try and cast that from the graveyard with Mizzix's Mastery. That costs 2 and... no, costs 3 and a red. Cast target instant or sorcery spell from your graveyard. So for half the cost, you get to just cast Magma Opus. Sometimes on turn 3, if they discard Magma Opus on turn 2 to create a treasure, and then turn 3 they play their 3rd land, plus the treasure, that makes 4 mana, enough to cast Mizzix's Mastery, and then cast the Magma Opus. So I think I'm going to bring in some graveyard hate for game 2 here. Definitely. Death Gorge. Probably don't need Anger of the Gods. I don't think they have a whole lot of creatures in the Shark's tokens that Shark Typhoon makes could be above 3 toughness anyways in a lot of the cases. Yes, oh, I forgot to mention our favorite card. Probably our favorite card, next to Ghalta, of course. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's all in game 1. It doesn't really have any interaction because it's all just creatures. But game 2, game 3, depending if the deck calls for it. We got Anger. We got Blast Zone. Yes, I think you do need to get Anger of the Gods. 100%, you will not go wrong with this card. Guaranteed. You'll find uses for it. Might not be quite every match, but elves, sometimes elves can grow out of control for Anger of the Gods, but is it Phoenix? This card, definitely, that does the trick. A lot of things are at 3 toughness or 2 toughness, like the Arclight Phoenix is. Nasty, nasty thing, so... Oh, whoop. Oh. Well, I'm playing with 64 cards here. I think it definitely is. A lot of people speak so highly of Anger of the Gods. But I was talking... Oh, we almost... Ooh, this is good. If we draw Ghalta... I mean, unfortunately, I didn't switch out 4 things for the Death Court, so I am playing with 64 cards here. I was having such a good time talking with you guys, but don't worry about that. It's all good. It's all good. 64 cards, maybe that's the new standard. I don't think so. I would keep it at 60 at all times to make it as consistent as possible. But no, that's all right. Dark Carnage, all good. We're having a good time either way. But if we look at this, we do have almost all the parts. If I see a Ghalta, I could get a turn 3 Ghalta with that Raptor Hatchling. Got the 3 lands. This is exciting stuff. 180 card deck. Yeah, just jamming. Lots of stuff, I guess. Commune with Dinosaurs. Hopefully that's going to help grab the Ghalta. It would be nice to get her coming up. Oh. I feel like Marauding Raptor probably is going to die. Could easily die to a Fatal Push, unfortunately. I'm going to take the turn off. I'll go with Commune. Ooh. Play it safe with the land. It was tempting. I really wanted to go with Marauding Raptor, but I did definitely feel they had that Fatal Push at the ready. They had the one source of black up. Alrighty, see what they do with Huntmaster here. Hopefully they don't kill any. They could be setting up for an Anger of the Gods themselves, which would be rough. Hopefully it's not Anger of the Gods. Cross the fingers. Yeah, I have played against 180 card decks, stuff like that before in the past. Oh, this could be very nasty if they can't interrupt this. They have to interrupt this. If they don't kill Marauding Raptor, this is going to be nasty, nasty damage, even without Ghalta. Bam. Alrighty, try for the next one. Ooh, look at that, look at that. It's a 10-3 now. Potentially could get to a 12-3. That's still very, very good. Holy cow, that is lovely. And another Marauding Raptor for next turn. I like the looks of this. Ooh. I was thinking it might be a Shark Typhoon. I know. You see the potential, even without Ghalta. Getting Marauding Raptor to a 12-3. Hopefully we're not swept here, though. But yeah. That right there. At the very least, Raptor Hatchling was 1 red for a 3-3, but it was even better than that because it was 1 red for a 3-3 trample and +4/+0 on a target creature, you could say, Marauding Raptor. So that is fantastic value right there. 100%. But, oh, this is... You thought that was a lot of damage. Hopefully they don't counter this, though. They might. They have 2 up. Maybe should have tried the Raptor Hatchling first to bait out some counter spell. That's a lot of damage. Okay, well. Turn 3 Ghalta. You see, you don't even need Ghalta. I knew something like this was potentially gonna happen. So we started off about as strong as possible, not even needing the queen. She's gonna come a little bit later, but I knew, I believed, and... Oh, extra, yeah. Platinum isn't the highest tier Dark Carnage. It goes to Diamond after Platinum, and then it goes to Mythic. And the top 1,500, maybe top 1,800 Mythic players at the end of every particular season, they get an invitation to play in some tournament that could later on send them to the World Championships eventually. There are a couple of stages, but after Platinum is Diamond, then after Diamond is Mythic, which I've been there a couple times at the very top. But my goodness, okay. Good stuff. That's a good start, I will say. Man. I guess just doing, again, the most busted possible thing. Super, tons of damage. Yeah, I have got to Mythic a couple times with Dinos. Not last month, but the month before that. It can take a lot of grinding because Dinos, certainly, they're not top tier, and some matchups can be very painful. But yeah, I have been there. T3G means turn 3 Ghalta. I just wanted to shorten it for tonight, but yeah, I was thinking of calling it T3G for the stream. Ooh, that's not going to do it, but yeah. Oh, no, definitely Dark Carnage. They do have the potential. I mean, highlighting Blast Zone again. There are some key. Oh. Might have it. Oh my goodness, we might have turn 3 Ghalta with the Ray. Oh boy, here we go. Cross the fingers, folks. Oh, don't do anything to Marauding. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. Oh, Guardian Idol. Oh, we got it. We got it. Hey, here we go. Bam. You're dead, I think. Woo! Where's the thanks? I gotta say thanks. I don't think they're living through that. It only took 2 games. The first game, fantastic. Tons of damage, didn't even need her. And then T3G GG. Yes, Blueberry, you said it. Especially this artifact ramp deck that we're seeing here. Traditionally, it's been a pretty easy matchup for myself. Alright. I wouldn't be surprised if they might rage quit, but yeah, I'm definitely glad it's living up to its name and showing it off right from the beginning of the stream. Sometimes I do different variations and they don't really quite go off, unfortunately. But Blast Zone, 100%. If we go back and look at a lot of their stuff, Guardian Idol, cost 2. Mind Stone, cost 2. Palladium Merc cost 3, but especially these Guardian Idol, Mind Stone, Blast Zone potentially could take out decent amount of things, multiple things, if I can get that second charge counter on it. So, yeah. Definitely Dark Carnage. It would have been nice if I hit him again. But I'm thinking the artifacts with a lot of, or some cheap artifacts. think Blast Zone could be quite helpful here. Probably don't really need Shifting Ceratops. Actually, I'm going to cut 3 Ripjaw instead. I do like the fact that Shifting Ceratops has 1 more power than Ripjaw Raptor. Could potentially more easily help cast Ghalta, and it does have trample if they've got little artifact creatures, so that's always nice. I think they might have some life gain stuff going on. Yeah. Oh, definitely so much fun. I'm glad it's helped you out copying the stuff I've been doing. At the very least, you see the potential and the fantastic wins that can happen, even if it doesn't quite work out that way for yourself when you're playing it. You know it's coming. Good wins are coming for anybody playing dinos, but it can be rough. I will admit that. Some streaks are painful. I think I'm actually going to cut Ghalta. I know it's crazy. I don't often cut Ghalta, but I think I have a sneaky suspicion they've got Aetherflux Reservoir. I'd throw a picture up if I had it ready, but there's some life gain stuff going on, so rampaging could help. Oh, double marauding. 69 Polyraptors, definitely. That's lovely stuff. Certainly if you can have Marauding Raptor plus Forerunner of the Empire, naturally Forerunner of the Empire is going to turn off that combo when it pings Marauding Raptor the 3rd time, killing it. So you do have a natural stop with that pairing, and you can just make as much as possible. Yes, Blue Bear, I do remember that. That was fantastic. 100%. I think they probably want to get rid of Ghalta because they saw her come down just so quickly. Yeah. Yeah, definitely Dark Carnage if you can unlock the full Marauding Raptors. I'd highly recommend that. Yeah, Wayward Swordtooth. Let's get more lands. Alrighty, Marauding Raptor. Bunch more damage. And 3, 6, 7. Potentially could have 10 permanents if I can draw another land next turn. So we might be able to turn on Wayward Swordtooth. Yeah. Oh, 100% Huatli. That was pretty good, but you did fantastic other plays as well. I believe you had Savage Stomp a couple times, which that did the trick. Oh, here we go. Commune. Grab a land. Yeah, Rockfall Vale. Alrighty, big damage time. Now, Shifting Ceratops unfortunately is dying, but I just wanted to get Wayward Swordtooth turned on and kill him. Bam. Didn't even take a point of damage. Okay. Well. Oh, 100% Dark Carnage. You can pay some money to get things started. If you have complete laser focus and you know exactly what you want to unlock, spending money to get you kick started and get those cards you're just really waiting on could be a good idea, but probably only if you know exactly which. Actually, I'll highlight that now for you real quick. Ixalan. That's the packs you want to get. This set. Right there. Oh, Cockroach ED? Not even a sweat. I mean, could basically do it blindfolded, I think, but going to Dark Carnage's question about potentially spending money, staying free to play. Yes, codes, 100%. That works. But I would recommend Ixalan to... There's tons of dinos in it, certainly. I would probably, maybe even only, focus on opening Ixalan packs. I think there's more important things in Ixalan. There's Regisaur Alpha, Deathgorge Scavenger. Actually, I'll look that up real quick. We'll jump back into the matches. I mean, It's been a fantastic start so far. But I'll just highlight the importance, I think, of only focusing on Ixalan, potentially rivals of Ixalan. Just because there is so many fantastic dinos. Alright, so we'll forget about the white stuff. You've got Otepec Huntmaster, likely you have enough uncommon wild cards for that. Potentially open Raptor Hatchling. Ixalan has the 100% always important Rampaging Ferocidon. Maybe you only have a couple, maybe you have no copies, so if you're opening up packs of Ixalan, there's the chance to get this absolutely key card, shut down life gain. I mean, that's always going to be important. Shut down decks that make lots of little tokens, you can chip away as well, so it can shut down a pretty wide range of decks, certainly, and if you can stack a couple Rampaging Ferocidon, you can really start to chip away. So there's Rampaging Ferocidon. Potentially you might open up Charging Monstersaur if you don't have enough copies. I would say have Rampaging Ferocidon in best of one. Definitely. I think there's a chance for a lot of those life gain decks. Best of one, chances are people aren't bringing in hate against life gain, stopping that from happening. So I would say definitely best of one, have all 4 copies Rampaging Ferocidon, just to play it safe. Yes, I don't know if I'm ever going to get this card, Priest of the Awakening Sun. Doesn't seem very good. Really too expensive for its ability there, but I won't get into that. But yeah, best of one. At least 3 Rampaging Ferocidon, I would say. I probably, just play it safe and go all 4. And you have a nice edge, potential to hopefully have a chance against those life gain decks. And then, excuse me, there's Deathgorge Scavenger, which has been very fantastic for me. Exiling targeted stuff. Sometimes that does the trick. There's nasty reanimation decks. Maybe they have only one big, powerful creature in the graveyard, so you could potentially open up Deathgorge with Ixalan. That would be lovely stuff, definitely. Drover the Mighty, of course. Ripjaw Raptor. Ixalan. Dealt damage, draw cards. That's what you want to do. Carnage Tyrant. Bam. What's not to love about this guy? Probably can't go wrong, even if you have a couple copies. If you have 4 copies of Carnage Tyrant, hexproof, can't be countered. It is a big menace against all those control decks, blue-based, black-based. Very good stuff. Then, of course, Regisaur Alpha you could open up again, potentially. Possibly Verdant Sun's Avatar. I don't really use that a whole lot. Huatli Warrior Poet. Gishath. Don't really use that too much, but just in dinos, there are quite a few important hits that are the staples, I think. So for that reason, Ixalan is probably the best. It has the most dinosaur staples, I would imagine. It's always my choice, certainly. Flyers deck, Sky Terror. Oh, I think, actually. And because Sky Terror has a Menace. Yeah, I believe it has Menace. Yeah, so Sky Terror has Menace. That's actually, could be pretty important. We could pair that with Labyrinth Raptor, which cares about Menace, so you can make more of a... Oh, the big card is back. Whoops. Man, I gotta turn off that hotkey. Let me see. You know what? I'm just going to delete that. Okay. I just deleted that. When I was doing, what was it? A Dino review. I forget which one that was. Inscription of Abundance. The big card there. But Labyrinth Raptor, so whenever a creature you control with Menace becomes blocked, defending player sacrifices a creature blocking it. Very fantastic stuff. Then, if we go to Sky Terror, where is it? There we go. Sky Terror. Right. It also has Menace. So potentially you could have some Menace Dinosaurs list Might be able to make something happen that way. But let's jump into the next match. But I think there could be something to do with flyers. That would be pretty fantastic. I haven't done a whole lot with flying dinosaurs. I think it's still pretty good. Pretty good potential. Yeah. It's always nice having evasion. A lot of stuff is on the ground, so if we just get some big flying things and just whoosh, go right over them. That's what it's all about. Potentially give Ghalta flying. I don't know. That'd be pretty sweet. We're seeing some sweet stuff already tonight, though. Baba Yaga. I think that's a witch, sort of like a horror creature. The Baba Yaga lives in a cabin with some chicken feet. But we're going to bring the horror. Flying Ghalta, terrifying thought. Yeah, definitely. Ooh. I don't know. If we can at least get the third land, there would be the potential to cast Shifting Ceratops turn 3 if Otepec Huntmaster survives. I am on the draw, so there is another chance to draw something nice, at least one more chance. So I think I'll take that risk. Do have some parts of the combo. Oh, Golgari food, as I was mentioning, Blast Zone. That's going to be pretty fantastic. Game 2. So Blast Zone would take out Gilded Goose right away. Mana value of 1. Oh, what's going on here? Do we have some shenanigans, potentially? We have Abzan colors, black, green, and white. Might be oh, it is reanimation. Okay. Deathgore Scavenger. As I was mentioning, getting nasty big creatures out of the graveyard. So hopefully they don't reanimate that right now. Or else we're dead. Yeah. Red, white, life gain dinos? Oh, yeah, potentially. I could see that. I'm considering going... Yeah, it's got to be Cragcrown. Marauding, 100%. Hopefully they don't kill Marauding. I would like to go Raptor Hatchling, but I think they were waiting for a chance to potentially kill Marauding, so I'd rather have something big, like Shifting Ceratops down. Now, I can make the Scavenging Ooze big. I'm just going to pressure it. If I trade with the Scavenging Ooze, I'm okay with that. Yo Gabba Gabba. Well. Right. Hopefully Huntmaster survives and I can go Regisaur Alpha next turn. I imagine they'd want to get rid of Shifting Ceratops, if anything. It's Dino time? Yes, you said it. Man, if you're just joining now, there was 2 fantastic matches before this. I went off on a little tangent for Dark Carnage there, explaining why I think Ixalan is the most important set for Dinosaurs to open. Has so many key core cards. Oh, okay. Double Regisaur Alpha. They have lots of lands in hand, so that might work out quite nicely for us. Maximum damage, let's go. Oh, this is looking pretty good. I haven't played 4-way Commander with dinos. Haven't really played a whole lot of Commander. Mostly it's just been Brawl. Historic Brawl. Oh, let's see. Is there something... Nah, Regisaur Alpha. If I had 5, I would go Shifting Ceratops plus Wayward Swordtooth, but I don't, so it's got to be Regisaur Alpha. Yes, they're definitely wondering about that, and bam. That's a lot of damage. Oh, hopefully they don't reanimate something from the graveyard. I'm just crossing my fingers. That's not going to be a good day. Even if they do, we still might be able to get them just because they are at 2. They are so low. Okay. But yeah, man, Blueberry, you saw that. They were clicking all around, but 100% Death Gorge Scavenger has to come in. I do like how Regisaur Alpha performed there. Definitely, that was beautiful. I'm thinking, yeah, I cut Ripjaw Raptor. They don't have a whole lot of creatures, but when you see, where is she? When you see nasty stuff like this, Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite, I believe that's how you would pronounce it. Yeah. Oh, 100% Blue Bear. Nothing they could do about it. Yes, I won't forget to take out cards this time, so I got that out of the way if I get talking to you guys and run out of time, so at least I'm at 60 currently. But it does certainly look like it's a reanimation style deck. 100%. I don't know what that weird necklace thing is on that card there. What is that from? That's a weird glitch. You see that there on the Thrag Tusk? Huh. But yeah, anyways, going back to this. They got some nasty reanimation potentially happening, getting a big creature like Elish Norn into the graveyard, bringing it back into the battlefield multiple ways. It could be painful. So, it's going to be nice getting stuff like that out of the graveyard with Death Gorge Scavenger. Alrighty, let's go. Ooh. Oh yes, no. I do remember I had thought about Lair of the Hydra for this build, but I cut it just for consistency purposes. Say the first 2 lands I played were a Rootbound Crag and a Forest, and those were the only 2 lands. And then come around turn 3, I draw my 3rd land, and it's a Lair of the Hydra. Lair of the Hydra would unfortunately come into play tapped, and that could just absolutely cripple what I was hoping to do. If it was pretty much any other land, it would come into play untapped, and with 3 mana, sometimes 4 mana being so crucial, I didn't want to take the risk of some land coming into play tapped. Sometimes it can happen, but I wanted to reduce that possibility. Yeah, I could keep that. If I draw Marauding Raptor, it could lead to some pretty fantastic stuff. There's a potential to get Otepec Huntmaster as well, or Commune with Dinosaurs. Hard to say. Depends on the mana base, but if you have Stomping Ground, like I just got Stomping Ground here, I think Rootbound Crag is definitely important. And going back to Ixalan, if you're opening up packs of Ixalan, you may get Rootbound Crag as well. So there's one more case for opening up those packs. Yeah, I definitely love Rootbound Crag. Sometimes, depending on the build, if I'm adding a 3rd color, I may not have used the full playset of Rootbound Crag. Usually, though. Definitely, it's nice seeing Death Gorge. I think there's a pretty good chance we might get to see the Queen at some point. If they want to attack with the Knight of Autumn, I'm perfectly fine with that. Raptor Hatchling is a ultimate chump blocker. Man, you gotta love that. Oh, 100%. I'm excited for those triumphs. Of course, the Jund and Naiad triumphs, just because that's mainly what I like to do. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. Hopefully they're not too expensive in paper, but I think that might be the case. I'll pressure them with this token. They're not completely tapped out, but I imagine they want to preserve the Scavenging Ooze, perhaps. Get it above 3. The Triomes, Dark Carnage, so they're a land with 3 land types and on the land. So something like Rootbound Crag, a check land where it wants you to have a mountain or a forest. The Triomes are going to allow you to more easily, more consistently play that third color, whatever it is, whether it's black or white or blue. So yeah, it just increases the consistency of specific 3-color decks big time, actually. Ooh. Huntmaster for 2. Death Gorge for 2. Ghalta for 2. It's all about the 2s here tonight. Ooh. I like the looks of that. Yes, definitely Dark Carnage. The Naya Triome giving us green, red, and white. It would help Trapjaw Tyrant 100%. Yeah. Yeah, they aren't called Triomes, but going back to Ikoria, that's what they were called there. So a lot of people are calling them Triomes. I think I still like to call them Triomes. It would have been hard to call them Triomes because it just wouldn't have fit with the setting of Streets of New Capenna. But I think for the most part, people will continue to call them Triomes. Oh, Regisaur Alpha. Okay. Good stuff. Bam. That's a lot of damage. Huh. I just keep going off. Alrighty then. I think Scavenging Ooze will respond to this to exile Death Gorge's target, unfortunately, but that's alright. It wasn't a non-creature, so it's not like he's losing out on potential power. Since it was a creature, all I would have gained was 2 life, but yeah. This looks alright. They have to do something very, very drastic to save themselves, I think. If they can save themselves. There is potential for that. My favorite is Dinosaur Stampede. For anybody that doesn't know, it's 2 and 1 red, so 3 in total. Instant speed. Attacking creatures get +2/+0, and dinosaur creatures you control get trample. So all dinosaurs would get +2/+0 and trample, which is oftentimes very important on some of the bigger dinos that don't have it. +2/+0 trample at instant speed for 3. That is absolutely fantastic. And it's a uncommon from, again, Ixalan. So I would definitely recommend that. 100%. That's probably my favorite. Dinosaur Stampede, definitely. Oh, nuts. They're killing Ghalta. Shoot. Man, they gained a lot of life from that. Well, that's very, very painful. That was fantastic for them. Really. Ooh. Noxious Gearhawk. I haven't seen that card in quite some time. Yeah, that's alright. Don't think we'll be making it happen here. Gotta block with somebody, though. I'm gonna double block the Noxious Gearhawk, actually. Oh, I know, that was fantastic. I didn't even know they gained life, but then all of a sudden I saw them go back up to 15, which is nuts. Stomping Ground. Yeah. Might be Stomping Ground. Oh, they have lethal, yes, with Scavenging Ooze. Tons of creatures have been killed, so they're getting Scavenging Ooze to exactly lethal there. I'm thinking Blast Zone might be on the agenda to take out the Ooze, but... oh. What do I want to stop? Life gain. That's the stuff I want to stop. Okay. Yes, please. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to cut all the communes just because I've tried it before when I desperately need space and everything else seems so key. Alright. And I really didn't like the life gain. With Thrag Tusk gaining 5 life when it enters the battlefield. Scavenging Ooze gaining life incrementally. And that noxious Gearhulk. Ooh. If I draw a Marauding Raptor, that could mean Ghalta, turn 3. Let's keep the dream alive. Cross the fingers. Marauding Raptor. Here goes nothing. Okay, the goose not too bad. Ooh, wow. That is, sure ain't Marauding Raptor. They certainly won't Fatal Push or do anything to kill Raptor Hatchling, I imagine. Oh, Regisaur Alpha. Okay, that's getting somewhere. The next Raptor Hatchling. Would be nice if they had 2 power. That'd be pretty fantastic. Yeah, this might not be fast enough. I think probably should have mulliganed for something a little more aggressive. I was hoping for that Marauding Raptor. That would have been fantastic. Really would have helped us out. But you know, at the very least, got the Shifting Ceratops. Alright. Take him back down to 20. We're even. Got the token to potentially trade with the Thrag Tusk there. Man, I'm really... Oh! Oh yeah, I can just cast Ghalta. Huh. Well, I'll cast Huntmaster plus Ghalta. And hope, beyond hope, that they don't have something that can kill the Queen. I'm not sure exactly. I know there's some stuff that features dinos, Stomp, something like that. Alrighty, go big, go home. All the damage I can humanly possibly deal. And hope they don't have that noxious Gearhulk. If they have the noxious Gearhulk, that might be it for us. Cross your fingers. I don't think they have it. They would have cast it already. Maybe it costs 6. Currently they're only sitting at a potential 5. I should have looked closer last game. Ooh, nothing. Interesting. Well, let's get that Regisaur Alpha. Do a bunch more damage. Hopefully they don't do anything to that guy. I think they might kill Ghalta, though. I'm a little worried about that. But I'll still keep up as much aggression as humanly possible. Alrighty. Got Shifting Ceratops next turn. Some nice extra damage. I guess I really didn't need to attack with the Raptor Hatchling there. That didn't make a whole lot of sense. That's alright, though. Trading with that token. And I gotta do something to somebody to stop more damage. If they had something to kill Ghalta, I imagine they would have done it already. Huh. They must not have something to deal with Ghalta, because she would be dead 100% if they had removal for her. Yeah, it does take up a blocker, definitely. they may want to block something bigger with trample, so it is one more point of damage Raptor Hatchling can get through. So sometimes Raptor Hatchling is hit or miss. Definitely it's going to be a dud, but there are some ways that it can be good. Chipping away with 1 damage here, adding it up, maybe it deals 3 damage over a couple turns. That's still pretty fantastic. Okay. Holy cow. Did I just find the best possible thing that dinos can do? Maybe. Maybe. Huh. Thumbs up. That deserves a little bit more than a thumbs up. Okay, well, I mean, it is a small sample size, so let's not get too excited here. But certainly, that's nasty damage. Every game, every match pretty much has been... whew. Yes, definitely. Quite consistently. 4 copies of Ghalta Primal Hunger. 100% because all the early stuff is leaning so hard to try and get the Ghalta. You have the full 4 copies of it. Yeah, you want to see it as much as possible. Oh, Turn Timber Symbiosis, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Turn Timber Symbiosis, and the land part, it's a flip card. There's Turn Timber Wildwood? Something like that. Summoning Trap? Oh, potentially, yeah. Definitely anything that can sneak in stuff, I'm definitely up for, yeah. But this hand could be very fantastic. I mean, 2 Ripjaw Raptors, drawing a bunch of cards with Marauding Raptor, hopefully, but we got the nasty something control based. We see those blue and white colors from that first land there. I would like to play it safe and get a land. Also get Wayward Swordtooth. Yeah. Let's try for it. Hopefully. That's alright. I've seen Summoning Trap a little bit. Don't know it too well, but I know it cheats out creatures, even just based on the name, but I've read it before, and yeah, well, that'd be pretty sweet. I expected some targeted removal. Like March of Otherworldly Light there, it is very fantastic. Hopefully they don't do anything to this Marauding Raptor. Okay. He was safe for at least a turn. Ooh, back to back. March of Otherworldly Light. Huh. Well, well, well. You know what I want to do? I'm going Ripjaw Raptor, of course. Shifting Ceratops is fantastic against this sort of deck. Lots of blue-based countering things. But I couldn't attack with Shifting Ceratops anyways. So for that reason, it feels better to just go Ripjaw Raptor. I do have the potential to attack with Shifting Ceratops. Now. Gotta wonder if they do have a counter spell, potentially. Something. They do have 2 mana up. Let's see. I'm actually going to try for the Wayward Swordtooth here. If it's a counter spell where I have to play extra mana, not too worried about that. Fateful Absence. Okay, so, well, drawing a card. I can do that. Oh, okay, we got a lot of haste. Potentially, this could be pretty fantastic. It would be nice taking out Wayward Swordtooth, of course. Hopefully with the 2 lands they untap, we don't have to worry too much about that. Actually, I think it should just be Shifting Ceratops. Play it a little bit safer still. Give it haste. Oh! What? Okay. Wow. Wow. I did not expect that. They instantly conceded to the Shifting Ceratops. okay. Oh my goodness, I will take it. I thought they still had something up their sleeve, gonna do something nasty, but they had plenty of cards in hand, so I figured they still... Oh, Shifting OP. Dark Carnage if you don't have a full play set of Shifting Ceratops. Not just for this matchup, but just the fact that Shifting Ceratops is a fantastic creature. 2 and 2 green. Sometimes it's coming down for less with the cost reduction. Hey, you have 3. Okay, that's a good start. I definitely consider filling out that play set and getting all 4, but 100% super versatile. It at least gives us an edge, and I mean, you can see here, it's the reason it gets us a win against decks where otherwise it'd just be rough. Lots of sweepers, lots of board wipes, destroying all our creatures. Nobody likes that. So, Shifting Ceratops. Yes, please. Not a lot of creatures for Ripjaw. They have a lot of non-creature stuff, of course, being a Jeskai Control deck. And being Jeskai Control, they're in red a little bit, so they potentially could have that Magma Opus that they get into the graveyard. They try to play it with Mizzix's Mastery for half less, so we may need to get something nasty out of the graveyard with Deathgorge Scavenger. Not a whole lot of life gain stuff going on for Rampaging, Blast Zone. Most of the stuff is costly. It's the Teferi Planeswalker. That's pretty costly. Huh. Oh, I have been... Blue Bear, I have been considering a blue, green, and red deck with Nezahel, Primal Tide, 100%. I think that would be fantastic. Even blue-green dinos. Yeah, maybe. I think I still would want to keep red. Ooh, we could get Ghalta. Turn 2 here. Okay, I'm keeping that. Oh, definitely. I think Nezahel, Primal Tide. Haven't really used her or him. Maybe all the Elder Dinos are hers. But yeah, no, I would consider Nezahel. It'd be fantastic just seeing us draw a bunch of cards, they try to remove it, and we just exile it by... Portable Hole, wow. I did expect Portable Hole, definitely. It is pretty classic and fantastic. Alrighty. Lots of lands. Hopefully this Wayward sticks around and I can go 2 more lands next. Oh. Alrighty, now let's see. Shifting Ceratops, definitely, well, it's hard to say. They could have Settle the Wreckage, some sort of sweeper. I think I'll just go with Wayward Swordtooth. I'll play it safe, see if they want to counter it, something like that. Perhaps they tap themselves out a fair bit next turn because they're not worried about Wayward Swordtooth that can't attack yet. So we'll see. Hopefully they're not too worried. Yeah, I'm somewhat far away from 10 permanents, hopefully. Oh, this could be good. Alright, they only have 2. A Wandering Emperor, perhaps? Yes, definitely 100%. That is a fantastic card for them. Now the question is, how can I get the most potential damage? They have 2 up, so they could have a counter spell. Fateful Absence. Could have a couple things. If it is Fateful Absence, I think I'd rather get them to burn it on Regisaur Alpha, increase the chance that they only have something blue-based that Shifting Ceratops would be resilient towards. If it is Fateful Absence, Regisaur Alpha has to land. We'll get those 10 permanents. Bam. There we go. Good stuff. I'm actually going to send both towards Teferi just to make sure I take him out. If I was doing even more damage, I may have sent everything towards the face, but yeah. Kruga the Macro Sage, definitely, and the fantastic thing about Kruga, you don't even have to pay blue for her, you could just pay the green. So, Lovely stuff. Oh, Shifting Ceratops, 100%. Hopefully they don't have another sweeper there. I was a little worried about overextending. Perhaps I did overextend a little bit, but I am happy I took out Teferi, 100%. Right, Huntmaster. Don't gotta worry about that guy. Maybe they do. Maybe it burns a counter spell or something. I'm just gonna, excuse me, cast Ghalta. Krakens. Krakens are pretty sweet. I think they could have a sweeper. Hopefully that's not the case. Ooh, they do nuts. Hopefully it's Regisaur, Shifting Ceratops. Oh, another Ghalta. That's not quite gonna do it. Oh, Hullbreaker Horror. Yeah, definitely. Blue-green Dino Control deck. I like the idea of that. Yeah. There's probably a couple of different variations, ways you can make a sort of dinosaur control type deck. I would be interested in that, yeah. Lots of different angles, of course, you can explore with dinos. There's the Regisaur, hopefully. Hopefully it lives. Cross the fingers, please. Ooh. Nuts. They probably have quite a few counter spells, unfortunately. Oh, Wandering Emperor. Well. Oh, they gave it a buff. Okay. They may be attacking and then sweeping.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Maybe not sweeping, just because they're buffing that thing up. Okay, let's go Ghalta. Maybe. Yeah, Wandering Emperor is just going to exile Ghalta, so I think there's really not a whole lot we can do against that. If we had maybe a Shifting Ceratops where I got some nice attacks in, that sort of thing, could have made something happen. But Wandering Emperor, that does fantastic work. Yeah. Just exiling stuff. Exile target tap creature, so potentially we would have been able to make something happen, but that's alright. We'll bring it back around. Mana ramp, yeah, definitely. I think Drover of the Mighty would be helpful to ramp. Into the north, the safe, stable ramp, grabbing any snow land, putting into play tapped. Infinite card draw? Yeah. Sounds pretty good, at least. It would certainly catch people off guard seeing blue-green, red, blue-green dinosaur control deck. Oh, Fateful Absence. Not so. Well, Commune with Dinosaurs. Grab something. I'll go with Regisaur Alpha. Hopefully drawing a fourth land next turn. It would be nice to take out Jeskai Control. Ooh, okay, they're going a little bit slower with Expressive Iteration, so may have a chance. They don't have as much untapped. Oh, well, I mean, it's another land, not exactly the land I was hoping to see. Yeah, Death Gorge. Alrighty. Maybe a fifth land next turn. Shifting Ceratops, haste, potentially just Regisaur Alpha. That'd be lovely. Ooh, there it is. Right, let's try for Regisaur Alpha. Oh yeah, could be good for commander. Wandering Emperor, perhaps. Lightning Axe. Okay, that's also pretty good. Hopefully no sweeper. Cross the fingers. Please. We'll see what Commune gets us. Dino Commander and Historic Brawl? Yeah. Right, we gotta go big, go home, do as much damage as humanly possible. And hope it's not Settle the Wreckage. Okay, it's just Wandering Emperor. That's... I mean, it's still pretty bad, but... this is still a decent amount of damage. Definitely. I think they'll probably get rid of Regisaur Alpha. Oh, they can't -2. Okay. I don't know. Might be able to make something happen here. Ooh, okay. Okay, this could be good. That's got to be Shifting Ceratops. I want the potential of trample on Shifting. Sacrifice the clue. See if it gets a land or something I can play. Oh, good stuff. Okay, so I got the land. Still have the potential of giving Shifting Ceratops trample. Seems they're wise to that, though. Oh boy, here goes nothing. Oh, there's the sweeper. Had to happen. At some point, it's bound to happen, I should say. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, please. Oh. The fairy.
I know what must be done. Let's take it back.
Huge. Oh, this is also huge. Oh, this is tense. Tapped out.
We need to move quickly.
This is close. You got too excited, yeah. What a top deck. Oh, another Teferi. That's not good. They really got to dig for stuff, though. And they're untapping 4 lands because they used Teferi's +1. 2 instances of Teferi's +1 ability. So untapping 4 lands, that could be nasty. Ooh, that's a lot. Alrighty. 5 damage. Let's go. I know they're going to make Den of the Bugbear. Or, well, they're going to make this token, so... that saved them. If they hadn't been able to untap 4 lands, we may have had them there, potentially. Have to do something to Wayward Swordtooth, I think. Dig for a sweeper. Something like that. -3. Oh, okay. So they must have something to deal with Regisaur Alpha, I think. Dang. Yeah, dang is right. 100%. They gotta have something to deal with Regisaur, otherwise they would have just conceded, I think. Ooh, commit. Oh boy. Man, they're gaining back a foothold. This sucks. I'm not sure what that means, Blue Bear. Yeah. I don't know.
We need to move quickly.
Shifting Ceratops would be nice at some point, definitely. Yes, definitely. Dark Carnage, it is oftentimes pretty annoying. This Jeskai matchup, or Azorius Control, blue and white. Nuts. Well, I'll apply a little bit of pressure at the very least. Perhaps make something happen. Oh, it was on one of the Dino cards. Not sure. Huh. I don't think I saw it. I don't know. Oh, a Shark Typhoon for 10. Well, that's gonna do it. Yeah. Ouch. We may be dead, unfortunately. Oh, yes. That was it. So if I haven't got 10 permanents out, Wayward Swordtooth won't be able to attack or block because I haven't ascended yet. Ascend means if I control 10 or more permanents, I get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. And yeah. I forgot because I usually don't see it. It's in that bottom corner there. Huh. Well, we're dead, unfortunately. Dead to a 10-10 Flying Shark. It's been pretty fantastic so far, though. We've done quite good tonight. What time is it, though? 1:21. All right. I'm going to end it there for now. That was a pretty good record. I'm definitely not unhappy at all to lose to Jeskai Control. Of course, getting them down to 3 would have been nice to keep perfect. Oh, 100%. That was a fantastic comeback. Some pretty fantastic top decks for myself, but Shifting Ceratops would have helped quite nicely. But you see the always fantastic Castle Arden Vale just continually making little tokens, fantastic blockers for something like Wayward Swordtooth that doesn't have trample, Regisaur Alpha. So that really helped them stall things, get a bunch more cards, draw a bunch more stuff. They had all the answers. Yeah. Oh, it was a good night, 100%. Thanks for joining me, Dark Carnage. Yes, have a good one as well. Blue Bear, everybody else that's watching, Dylan, Flaming Draco, if you're watching this later on. I am definitely going to continue with this tomorrow night, probably. Yeah. Probably this same variation, but yeah. Got started off on a pretty high note. Saw some fantastic plays, and losing against Control, almost taking them down. That was good. That was good. So, turn 3 Ghalta 2 or T3G 2. Something like that. Yes. So thanks for joining me again, everybody. Remember, there is always room for improvement. Hopefully you have a good night, a good morning, whenever you're watching. And I'll see you next time. Yes, see you soon as well. Or you'll see me. I can't really see you, but yeah, that's all right.